Aloha, I'm Melissa with Grandma Ruth's Pies. I'm going to show you how to make the very best pie crust in the entire world and history of pie crusts. It's a recipe perfected by my Grandma Ruth. It's been around for 85 years, so let's get started. We're going to start with flour. Then we're going to do the shortening, organic vegetable shortening to be exact, or butter. But for the vegan people out there, I think it's the best option. The next is sugar, cornstarch, and salt. This is going to give you 2 pie crusts. Here we go. Oh mio bambino caro, mi piace bello, bello. Yes, little Italian opera never hurts anyone. Then another secret ingredient, which people think, oh, what's the big deal? It's just water. It's ice cold water. We're gonna start with 4 to 6 tablespoons. And the reason it's kind of loosey-goosey that I don't really know how much is because, here we'll do with 4. The water and the flour ignite. And it really depends on humidity and temperature and where you're making the pie. Are you making the pie in Hawaii? Or are you making the pie in New Hampshire? So now we've got our 2 crust balls. We're going to either take them out from the refrigerator, wrapped in saran wrap, for an hour, or you can just go for it. And I just like to go for it because I find it's a little bit easier to roll out the crust when it's completely fresh. Always have your little flour container. Roll it out like so. You want to be able to move it around, flip it around. As you can tell, it's a little lopsided, which is very normal. It happens to me all the time. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my foil baking dish, and I'm gonna place it right on top of the crust. I like to cut the crust around the pie tin, and then remove the pieces. You're gonna need them, put them to the side, and you're gonna need a flipper, a spatula, and you're just gonna gingerly push around the crust. Then you're gonna just flip it over. So then we're gonna, like an omelet, quarter it. And then we're gonna just put it in our tin, quartered just like that. We're gonna open it up, and look, this is a big hot mess. And I made it even worse. It's all good, because no one's gonna really see this. So we're just gonna kind of even it out. Now you're gonna see there's pieces missing here, there's too much over here. So what we're gonna do is remove those pieces all the way around the pie tin. So we're gonna crimp. This is the way I like to do it. This is the way Grandma Ruth taught me how to do it. You just push your fingers together. And if it's thin in places, take an extra piece and just add it. It's called the drinking song. I think I need some vino. If you don't have a rolling pin, you can use a bottle of wine. Now you can use fork or knife to put little divots inside the crust. I usually pre-bake every pie for, depending on the oven, if it's a convection, maybe 7 minutes. The reason I do this is because, especially with the berry pies, you don't want a doughy, not cooked bottom. That's why you pre-bake it. So this little guy is one of my favorite people in the world because he peels my apples and cores them at the same time. It is a godsend. You put them in here, making sure it's pulled all the way out. There's a little lever. You're gonna release this like so. There's a blade right here and the cores right here. And you're just gonna go for it. You might wanna lead it a little bit so it gets all of the green peel. Take it right off. Voila! It's done. So happy. So then you have these little excess pieces. You're just gonna pull them off, disregard them. We don't need them anymore. And that's what you do. It's very simple. And we're gonna put 5 of these apples into this pie. O sole mio, sta in fronte a te, sta in fronte a te. It's an like Italian tenor aria, I know. Sopranos shouldn't be singing it, but why did they always give the best arias to the tenors? I'm gonna show you how to cut an apple without your amazing little man over here. So take a knife, a good knife. The smaller ones aren't gonna cut all the way through, so you want like a butcher knife. Make sure you put your fingers as so, not flat, but curved. Slice it all the way down the middle. And you're gonna need 5 of them. So if you're not good with holding it, you could puncture yourself. Just core it like so. And there are different cores that you can buy to get the middle out. This is old school. I used to do it like this before I owned a company. And it's pretty time consuming, but it's kind of therapeutic too. Usually when it's therapeutic, I start to sing. It makes me feel good. And I slowly, with like a paring knife, I peel it. Now you can try like with a peeler, but it doesn't, work as well, but you can. We are going to slice this guy. All you have to do is put them, not like this, flat. 1, 2. You cut twice. And it goes into 3s. And always keep your fingers like this. So now we're gonna do our apples. We're gonna add a cup of sugar, 1/8 of nutmeg, sliced like this. I love the fresh, it's kind of fun. Tastes to die for. Then we got our 1½ teaspoon of cinnamon. I like 2 teaspoons of vanilla and the cornstarch. This is one of the most important things in an apple pie. I love a fresh lemon, and this guy I grew in my backyard in Los Angeles, which I was pretty impressed that I bought a lemon tree and actually was able to do it. So carefully cut it, and you want 1 tablespoon. Voila. Put that to the side, move your pie over. We're gonna mix it with our hands. Always test while you're baking so you don't ruin your pie. As you can see here, I want all the juices, just put it in. Brava, okay. So now we're going to do the crumble top. You can do a complete closed top on the pie, but I absolutely love apple crumble. It's going to be 1 cup of brown sugar, like packed down, 1 cup of oats, a cup of butter or vegan butter, 1½ cups of flour, and you're good to go. So we're gonna place our crumble. So now we're going to prep the foil. If you put your pie in the oven without covering the edges, it will burn instantly before the pie's done. I usually do 3 strips. Wrap it around your pie. Sometimes apple pies like to boil over, so I always have a cookie sheet to place it on. Place the apple pie in the oven. We're gonna bake at 400 degrees, anywhere from 40 to 50 minutes. Halfway through, set on your iPhone around 20 minutes, place a foil on top of the pie in case you see it burning. You're gonna bake it until around 45 to 50 minutes. Take it out, place a fork. If it goes all the way through the apples, that means your Grandma Ruth's apple pie is done. There you have it. Congratulations, you made your first Grandma Ruth's pie. You should pat yourself on the back. I can't wait to see you next time. Aloha! Be sure to put your pie orders in.